You know what? I don't think too many of us remember the game against the Mets the day before. I know it was a nice walkthrough to get ready, but I mean, look, a lot of people have probably said the same thing about the excitement level, the fan support, the newness of this stadium and how it looked and everything that went with it. And Ben McDonald is goofy. But going out there on the field, you remember anytime you have opening day one, the pageantry that goes on with that's pretty cool. When you come into a new ballpark like this, there was extra excitement about that opening day. Sutcliffe taking the mound kind of had his way with a pretty good Cleveland Indian team, and to get that W on opening day, 2-0, Sut, complete game shutout. I mean, it was like the script was written that you almost have to go back and go, that couldn't have been real, could it? I mean, is that really the way it was supposed to go? But it just seemed really right. The ballpark was in great shape. The excitement level was high. What could be better than that?
And you did something to help them win, too, with the bat.
I chastised the coverage of the game downstairs when we had our question and answers because you guys were still replaying the ground rule double into left center field with Big Sam scoring. And my squeeze went undocumented on video. So you guys picked me up about halfway down the first base line when the squeeze play was on. But it's one of those things, though, when that double happened, and I was running up towards home plate, Big Sam Horn's coming across home plate, and I told him downstairs that was about as fast as I've ever seen him run. So he was energized. Leo Gomez probably would have scored, and he goes back to third base because it's a ground rule double. But in all that excitement, the Johnny Oates Sr. connection, I knew something was going to be put on. So right away, when that triggered on me after everything happened, before I got even up to the home plate dirt area, you know, I'm checking out Senior in the box, and I knew the squeeze was coming, so I knew what to look for. And he put it on. I acknowledged, probably in the not so, not the scripted way to do it. You know, some clubs, you know, shake your hat, you grab the pine tar, whatever else. He knew when he put it on, and he saw me looking at him, it was acknowledged. Okay. I wasn't going to miss it. I didn't have to give an answer. And I said, Chuck Nagy threw up a high breaking ball, which is a pretty easy pitch to bunt. Nothing breaking ball that's spinning up there. It's a lesser speed pitch. It's on its way down. You get the bat head above the ball's going to go down. You get it down, you get another run.
How about the fact that this team, everybody's talking about, they were fairly close, I would presume, as a group. You agree with that? Or?
Oh, yeah. It was cool being down there and spending an hour with them before we went into the lunch. And you pick right up. You really do. 25 years is a long time. Yeah. I don't think there's any question about that. But looking at the guys and remembering, you know, how we interacted with each other, that comes back pretty quick. You may forget some of the things, but you see the guys, and it's fun. It really is.
Would this be as unique a place if the warehouse was not standing?
Probably not. I mean, there's something about that old-time charm of the warehouse with the newness of the ballpark that works well together. Could you have built this exact stadium with more seats up in the right field area instead of the warehouse and it be the same? Probably not. There's something about that. And now, you know, you looked at it in '92, but I mean, think about Junior's streak years. And where are you going to hang the numbers? You hang them from the warehouse. It just makes sense. So you're going to hang them somewhere? No, it just makes sense. There's a lot of places that have built new stadiums since this one. And they've taken some pieces of it, and they've taken some pieces of some other ones. But when this one was built and the setting that it's in, they got it right.
You still have affection for Memorial Stadium and Camden Yards, or have you blocked one out?
No, I mean, I said that over there, and I said it downstairs. I didn't think there was anything wrong with Memorial Stadium. You get called up to the big leagues, you play your first big league game ever. You stand next to your brother during the national anthem, your father's the manager. That can never be replaced. At the end of '91, Junior's MVP season in '91, his second one, he hits in a double play to end. That's not the way Memorial Stadium's supposed to go away, right? 6-4-3 double play. And I remember being shocked there, but I remember the coolness of everybody coming back that ever played with the Orioles in Memorial Stadium. And that group. And I'm sitting out there probably at that time going, why are we moving? There's no reason to move. Memorial Stadium's pretty cool. Until I walked into that locker room, and you walk out onto that field, and you go, okay, Memorial Stadium can go away. It doesn't have to, still be there. I mean, the cool thing about our foundation is we put a home plate in the field right there where it was, on 33rd Street. So we still have that connection, and that kind of makes all the sense to me.